and welcome to the biggest event happening in their lives in Lasu. I'm talking about the Freshers Induction Summit 2025. We have team striking balance beyond the classroom. We have freshers from different faculties coming here not just to learn, but to witness the interfaculty freshers debate. The energy is intense. You absolutely cannot afford to miss this.
The Lagos State University Student Union, LASUSU, hosted the Freshers Induction Summit at the Femi Gbajabiamila Conference Center, themed Striking the Balance Beyond the Classroom, organized by the Office of the 36th LASUSU Vice President. The program began with the national anthem.
In brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace all battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hand unto our children a banner without stain.
And a welcome address by Vice President Omoyeni Muyosore, who acknowledged key dignitaries including LASUSU President Comrade Adebayo Peters Akorede, PRO Comrade Abdulmalik Akano, 5-star, and Welfare Director Comrade Adektegba Aderemilekun. Speakers addressed student concerns. Sports Director Comrade Folashade Ekun discussed balancing academics with sports.
A special message to the freshers for the sports director herself. You are starting a new chapter. You have so many big dreams. But I want you to remember this. You don't have to choose between being intelligent and being an athlete. You can be both. You can do more too. When it gets tough and when the workload increases, when the training becomes stressful, you are tempted to give up. But remember why you started. Remember the dreams that you have. Remember the greatness is not for the perfect, but persistent. Lasu believes in you. The president believes in you. The speaker believes in you. The directorate, the coaches, the sports director herself believes in you. You should believe in yourself too. So here are the opportunities waiting for you as a fresher. You have interfaculty games, you have NUGA, you have state competitions, you have country, you have regional competitions. There are so many scholarships and recognition for outstanding athletes who put their efforts and pathways to professional sports and scouting opportunities. You have the opportunity to become a leader, like our comrade, the sports director, because athletes also become ambassadors too. Once again, freshers, welcome again to Lagos State University. We are LASU!
Dr. Fatunji Stephen, Dean of Media and Mass Communications, urged focus and big thinking.
We urge you that try, think greatness, think success, think possibilities, think achievements that are parallel. So, and the foundation is what matters most. Not when you are already in 200-300 level. So if you are able to build on a solid foundation, if you are able to have a solid foundation, right now, it will be easier to build on it than having a faulty foundation and trying or struggling to correct it later. Please do not be carried away with the activities on campus. Remember your primary objective, and I wish you the very best. Please, whenever you have any challenge, reach out to your respective, the student union body is there. Reach out to your lecturers, they are close to you, your level advisor. There is what we call hierarchy the communication, hierarchy. Before an issue, for instance, gets to the dean, student affairs, it must have gone through certain levels. For example, informing your level advisor about the issue, from your level advisor to your head of department to your dean, and so forth. You don't just jump to something happen straight to the authorities. You must have followed the hierarchies. Please take note of all this in your journey, so that whenever any challenge comes up, you can easily deal with it. I hope to see you at the top very soon. Congratulations.
Faculty of Arts Welfare Director Comrade Adedigba emphasized discipline and engagement.
Should be more like some becoming to tell you experiences, add reflections on what that man. It should be more of what you can relate to. So I will introduce myself. Comrade Adedigba Deremile, politically addressed as Remix Motion. So honored to see them to be serving as the 36th Lagos State University Welfare Director, and in due diligence, I would want to acknowledge everyone here today, and also acknowledge Madam Kimi Oyo for putting up this event, bringing this idea into manifestation. Because trust me, it's not always about the primary assignment here on campus, just to engage in academic activities, go back home, rationalize, think more. Beyond that, because the likes of many other students that has the same rationality as mine, and other leaders that are serving, if you stay anybody, happens to be a student like you. Like I used to say, the difference between the union body and that of the management isn't in antagonist, but instead a way of we trying to coexist, as well as we relating to the pain and pleasure of the student. I don't know if you are following. One of the things I actually primacy to as a student unionist is that we leaders, we student representatives, is that we are able to relate to your pain and pleasure. That is the things you experience, the grief, the joy, and also other things that you want to share. Not even particularly to this office of mine as welfare director. The sleep of this summit is striking balance beyond the classroom. The concept alone is very articulating. The one that captivates attention is that now, for you to even talk about something striking balance, let me just throw the question out. What does it mean to strike balance? Anyone? Thank you very much. Someone said, they are primacy to people's intellectual capacity. People say, we have the philosopher here, we have the artisan, we have the soldier. That's not to proudly give some science of this category to make them feel inferior. But instead, they are humans. Some of us are students as cognitive ability that we have in this, and others does not have strength to engage in what's that's it. So you get it. But at the same time, when they are talking about striking that, that's in bilateral relationship. You just do it when you have two or more things to engage. So you can have this experience not just as a student of an higher institution, but also trying to pass through the university. Because I can tell for example, myself as a student when I came to the university was with the initiative that I'm here at first. I'm like, find that last year, I was like, hey, politics. Something about stand in front of students like this, not because of my good, I believe in myself. Like I'm very high or I'm superior, but because I've deemed it fit to engage in activities whereby I can speak and advocate for students and also project their references. Do you get it? If I can stand here today, and obviously I'm not older than everybody, but at the same time, people are listening, not because I know better, but because they feel like the decision of me being the welfare director of every student on campus has to be a reflection of some things they've seen as a student. You can as well develop the same. You can engage in activities that help build your capacity as a student. These are things that will not be taught in class. Even the lecturers that, in the process of them trying to teach, interact, and make you engage in activities, they are trying to instill this courage whereby you can stand before your colleague. They tell us to group ourselves in groups, come for presentation, not because they want us to feel shy in a way, because they might become in our life when we want to speak, and we need to come in a space whereby it has to be survival of the fittest. Like Igolo Machiavelli said, he said, in the state of nature, let me do what's not good now. The state of nature is not good. It's not just it's too certain. It's not just being coming to school, saying today we have to take off, we have to take charge. So this thing has to do with what do you have, what can you offer. I've seen many graduates, I'm not yet a graduate, but I've seen many graduates say something about when you go for interview, they won't ask you basically what did you study. But instead, they ask, what do you have to offer? Now, the question that you should ask yourself is that, will they be teaching you what you have to offer during the course of the lecture? No. But activities like sports, social activities, political activities, we keep this kind of ability in us whereby we can speak before people, tell people what you want. I know some of us that are this antisocial, not because we feel like we wish to be antisocial, but due to the kind of setting that we have as a community, we in most cases get how do I put it? We're always getting this attack, criticized. Thank you very much. We're always getting criticized. Whereas even Jesus, when he was on earth, my first one feeling like Jesus doesn't exist. Most of the students feel like it exists. But in the religious theory, even Jesus when he was alive, and based on the religious theory and everything, he was even criticized, even with the good deeds and everything he can say. Which means even as a human being that we are, the primacy of having something good is because we have the opposite. If everybody is good, then obviously we won't appreciate each other. Nobody will appreciate each other. All handsome, like everybody's handsome. Then you see somebody and be like, guy, or big guy, they miss you. If there are some girls that are not very beautiful, you'll be like, I feel like this one might stay. The same thing we should also try to put into consideration that at times criticism are things that help us build as a leader and as a student. Thank you very much.
NJCI President Suliat Mogaji highlighted community opportunities for students. The lively event included interactive games.
What department are you? One state in West Africa, one country in West Africa. Why is you choosing Nigeria? Why? Because you have no Nigeria. Okay, one country in North Africa.
Nigeria.
Yes, we do. Muji, Umaru, Yahadua, Shikau, Atiku.
How to tweak that question, how to ask. Is there one person inside this hall that hates plantain? If you hate plantain, just know that you cannot make heaven. Because why on earth will you dislike, hate, detest, eliminate plantain? Plantain is life, yes or no? Mommy, you love plantain. You love plantain.
Plantation boys. That people.
Student brand pitches promoting entrepreneurship.
The name of my brand is Crafts by Addicts. So I make for all genders, all ages, and I also make home accessories and office accessories.
And a heated debate between Faculty of Communication and Media Studies, FCMS, and Faculty of Law on should professionalism be valued over loyalty in politics?
My opponent claims to be from the Faculty of Law, yet she demands democracy in the wrong order. Let me bring it to your notice and educate you properly, opponents. Democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. This is to say that representative government takes more than just accountability and certificates. It demands responsibility and, most importantly, loyalty. If loyalty was not that important, why would the pledge say, I pledge Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest? Judges, oh yes. It is obvious that my opponent does not have any idea of the listeners about this case. Yet, she comes there in a black and white, criticizing my faculty. When she has no idea of the topic, their opponent, I hope you are well educated in your beautiful seats and your beautiful white and black. Because what I've come to do today is more than rebuttal for education. Because everything my opponent says is S, D, B. Wandering, short, dead, and buried.
Picture this. A country during an election, two candidates. One, a former governor with a proven record of excellence and executive training in business and economics. The other, also a former governor, non-alliances, but with an academic record that is higher than SIG with WAEC, the West African Examination Council. Now, guess who won? Exactly. For all 2 years, the currency is on life support. Inflation is doing pressures, and the citizens are calculating how to survive the month like they are all seats in Carbopedia. Suddenly, this story doesn't seem so fictional anymore, does it? George's audience, Akinjoku Elizabeth is my name. Another leader from the leading faculty in black and white. The first speaker has clearly established our stance using the first part of the acronym, LEAD. Standing on that foundation, I will proceed with ERS. Let's start with E. My E stands for expertise. Why professionalism? Because it delivers results. When Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala implemented the Treasury Single Account, TSA, during her second tenure as the Minister of Finance in Nigeria, she didn't do it because she was anybody's loyal girl. She did it because she knew her job. And her professionalism saved Nigeria billions, in fact, trillions. According to Dr. Dasuki, the Director General of the Bureau of Public Service Reform, over 10 trillion naira have been saved by the federal government through the use of TSA. Simply put, when you put people who knows what they are doing into powers of position, things work. Next, R. My R stands for respect for merit. Let's be honest, when public position becomes a reward for loyalty, the entire system becomes a family meeting. According to Punch newspapers, in 2020, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation filled 1,050 graduate training slots with 60% from northern states. Standard and strong merit-based framework have recorded higher public trust and significantly lower corruption levels. Yes, loyalty builds.
Moderated by the Lagos State Youth Ambassador, FCMS won the debate, receiving an award and 100,000 naira.
The winner of this competition is FCMS.
Awards were presented by the Vice President's mother, Mrs. Abosede, including the debate winners and LASUSU President, Comrade Akorede Peters, APK.
Glad to see you all embracing the start of this pivotal journey of Lagos State University. I want to extend my sincere commendation to the 36th Executive Council of LASUSU, particularly the Office of the Vice President, for putting together this impactful event, organizing an induction summit that focuses on guiding freshers towards balancing academics, leadership, and personal growth is no small feat. It's a vital contribution to shaping the LASU experience for these new students. To the fresh undergraduates, welcome to Lagos State University. This summit is not just an orientation. It's a launch pad. It's a world of opportunities, challenges, and growth, striking balance beyond the classroom. It's a reminder that university life is about more than just lectures and textbooks. And let your time at LASU be a building block for your future. This is just the beginning of many achievements. To all freshers, I encourage you to embrace every opportunity that comes your way. Build meaningful connections with your peers and mentors. Most importantly, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Striking a balance between academics and other aspects of student life is always easy, but it is in the effort that you discover your strength.
The event was a dynamic blend of academics, leadership, student engagement, and entertainment, offering freshers a balanced introduction to university life beyond the classroom.